Space, the final frontier, a realm of unimaginable distances, mysterious forces, and a boundless horizon. Since the dawn of the space age, NASA has been the torchbearer for humanity's dreams of exploration and discovery. But today, we stand on the precipice of a new question. What if NASA, the agency responsible for sending humans to the moon, rovers to Mars, and telescopes to the deepest reaches of the universe, had access to the same resources as the US military? What if its budget were not constrained by financial limits, but instead fueled by the kind of staggering funds allocated to national defense? Every year, the US military operates with a budget that surpasses $800 billion, an astronomical sum that powers the nation's defense systems, military technologies, intelligence operations, and global influence. This funding supports the development of cutting-edge weaponry, sophisticated satellites, vast surveillance networks, and the deployment of personnel and technology worldwide. But what if all that money, power, and technology were redirected toward NASA? What if this newfound wealth could transform the way we explore, protect, and live in space? To truly understand what NASA could achieve with the military's budget, we must first grasp the magnitude of that sum. With over $800 billion at its disposal each year, the US military is the largest and most advanced military force the world has ever known. This budget is used not only to maintain a global presence, but also to develop state-of-the-art technologies, from stealth bombers to satellite networks that provide constant surveillance of the Earth's surface and beyond. In contrast, NASA operates with roughly $25 billion annually. While that is no small amount, it's a far cry from the vast resources available to the military. So, imagine for a moment if NASA had access to the military's level of funding. How would that change the course of space exploration? Could we achieve in a decade what would otherwise take a century? Could we venture deeper into the solar system, develop technologies once thought to be science fiction, or even uncover the greatest mysteries of the universe itself? First, let's consider the incredible acceleration of space exploration. With the military's budget, NASA could dramatically ramp up its missions, no longer limited to a few high-profile launches every year. Imagine a world where every planet, moon, and asteroid within our reach has been thoroughly explored. Mars missions could become routine, and in place of a single rover on the red planet, there would be entire fleets of explorers, each designed for a specific purpose, searching for life, studying geology, and preparing the ground for human colonization. Within just a decade, NASA could establish a permanent human presence on Mars. Entire colonies could be built, with sustainable agriculture, self-sustaining habitats, and the technological infrastructure to survive in the hostile environment of the Martian surface. Human civilization could begin its first steps toward becoming a multi-planet species. And why stop at Mars? With the military's funding, NASA could design spacecraft with advanced propulsion systems that would allow us to send missions to the outer planets, and even beyond our solar system. The idea of sending probes to the nearest star systems could become a reality within our lifetimes, and the search for life on exoplanets could shift from the realm of speculation to active exploration. However, the integration of military-level resources would also lead to the evolution of space as a domain of security. NASA, long a civilian agency, would now have access to the tools and capabilities once reserved for national defense. Satellites designed for reconnaissance could be enhanced for scientific purposes, capable of scanning entire planets for signs of life, resources, or hidden dangers. The U.S. Space Force would likely become a key partner in these efforts, protecting space-based assets and ensuring that critical missions remain secure from potential threats, whether they be natural, like asteroids, or man-made. Advanced space-based defense systems could emerge, capable of neutralizing threats in orbit, from rogue satellites to potential hazards from debris or hostile actors. While NASA has traditionally focused on peaceful exploration, this new partnership with military technology could allow the agency to ensure that space remains a domain of cooperation and scientific discovery, free from conflict and exploitation. Beyond space exploration, the military's budget would open up unprecedented opportunities for technological innovation. Dual-use technologies, systems designed for both military and civilian applications, would become a cornerstone of NASA's work. Solar power, satellite communications, and propulsion systems that once served only military purposes could now benefit civilian society. Imagine a future where space-based solar arrays power entire cities, providing clean, renewable energy to the world's population. Imagine advanced propulsion technologies that allow for supersonic travel here on Earth, shrinking distances and bringing people closer together. NASA could unlock a new era of global prosperity with technologies that revolutionize industries, healthcare, and even the way we communicate. The tools developed for space exploration could improve life on Earth in ways we've only begun to imagine. And then there is the question of extraterrestrial life. For decades, NASA has searched the cosmos, sending probes, telescopes, and rovers to uncover whether we are truly alone in the universe. But what if, with this newfound budget, NASA could undertake missions with far greater ambition? With the military's funding, NASA could deploy large-scale missions to study exoplanets, investigating their atmospheres for signs of life, and even sending probes to explore distant moons in the outer reaches of the solar system, places like Europa, Enceladus, and Titan, where life may already be hidden beneath icy crusts. What if, just beyond our reach, a distant civilization is waiting to be discovered? But with this power comes responsibility and potential peril. While NASA's mission has always been about peaceful exploration, the addition of military-grade resources could change the dynamics of global relations. Would space become a new arena for competition as nations vie for control of resources, strategic locations, and technology? Would the Moon, Mars, and other celestial bodies be transformed into geopolitical flashpoints? Space, once a realm for scientific inquiry, could now become a domain of national security and military strategy. The question of whether we can keep space as a peaceful frontier or whether it will be militarized is one that we must carefully consider, especially as nations race to stake their claim on the Moon, Mars, and beyond. If NASA were to receive the U.S. military's budget, it would fundamentally alter the future of space exploration. The dream of a thriving human presence on Mars, advanced space technologies, and even the discovery of extraterrestrial life could become a reality within our lifetimes. But with such immense power comes the need for careful stewardship and global cooperation. We must ensure that our reach into space is guided by wisdom, vision, and a shared commitment to the peaceful exploration of the stars. Space, once a place of dreams, would become our reality. And with the power to explore the universe, we must ask ourselves, are we ready to shape the future of humanity among the stars?